Hi, good morning everybody. Hope everything is fine. Today I'm going to explain two grammar lessons in module 1A, so please concentrate with me. And now, my students, I'm going to explain to you how to form a question using present simple tense. But first of all, I have to revise with you some question words and explain to you the usage of each one. Number one, when. When. I'm using when I'm asking about time. Like, when do you watch TV? Number two, where. Where. I'm using where when I'm asking about a place. Like, where do you live? Number three, why. Number three, why. I'm using why when I am asking about a reason, like, why are you late? Number four, what. I use what in the question when I'm asking about something or an information, like, what is your name? Number five, who. Who. I'm using who when I'm asking about a person, like, who is this girl? Number six, how. How. I'm using how when I'm asking about a way or a method, like, how do you go to school? Number seven, how often. How often, it means like how many times. And I use how often when I find in the answer once or twice or three times. Like, how often do you tidy your room? How many times, I mean. Again, when is for time, where for place, why for a reason, what for something or an information, who for a person, how for a way or a method, how often when I find in the answer once or twice or three times. Now, my students, let me explain to you how to form a question. First of all, you have to put the question word. Question word, as I told you, it's like when, what, where, how often, and then you are going to put do or does. And then you are going to put he or she or it or you or they. After that, you have to put the verb. Again, first of all, you have to put the question word. Then you have to put do or does. And then you have to put he or she or it or you or they. And the last thing, it's the verb itself. Let's see the first example in number one. They play in the garden. They play in the garden. In the garden, it's a place. So I'm going to put where. So the question word will be where. And then I'm going to put do or does. They takes what? So I will put do. Where do they play? Where do they play? Example 2. Dad washes his car twice a week. Dad washes his car twice a week. I underline for you twice a week. I told you before, when I see it once or twice or three times, I'm going to put how often. So the question word will be how often. And then I have to put do or does. Dad takes what? Does. So how often does dad washes or wash? It will be wash because I have does. So how often does dad wash his car? Example 3. We watch TV at night. We watch TV at night. I underline for you the word at night. It's time. So you will put what? When. After that, you will put do or does. When. Do. Can you see that I put it in the question you? So, when do you watch TV? When do you watch TV? The last example, the elephant eats leaves. The elephant eats leaves. So I underline for you leaves. I'm asking about something or I'm asking about an information. So I'm going to use what. The elephant takes do or does? Does. So what does the elephant eat? What does the elephant eat? And now, my students, I'm going to explain to you the prepositions of time. The prepositions of time. We have today on and in and at. We have on, in, at. I use on before the days of the week. I use the preposition on before the days of the week. Like on Sunday, on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, on Saturday. And also I use on before the word weekdays. Before the word weekdays. Let's move to in. I use in before the month of the year, like January, February, March, April, June. Like I will give you an example. I was born in June. June, it's a month, so I'm going to use in. So I use in before the month. Also, I use in before the seasons. How many seasons have we got? Spring, autumn, summer, winter. In summer, the weather is hot. So, again, I use in before the month of the year, before the seasons, before the years, in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon. Okay? At. I use the preposition at before time, like 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock. I wake up at 6 o'clock. Also, I use at before at night or at midnight or at weekend or at Christmas. Again, I use at before the time, like at 2 o'clock, at 3 o'clock, at 4 o'clock, or at night, or at midnight, or at weekend, or at Christmas. And now, my students, please open page 9 in the workbook and look at exercise E. Circle the correct words. Circle the correct words. On or in weekdays, I haven't got free time because I've got homework every day. Miss Madden said what? Before the word weekdays, you will put what? On. On weekdays, I haven't got free time because I have got homework every day. So, in the weekend or at the weekend? Before the word weekend, you will put what? At. At the weekend, I want to have fun. Number 3. In or on Saturday mornings? Saturday, it's a day, so it will be on. On Saturday mornings, I get up after or till 11 o'clock. I get up after 11 o'clock. Have a big breakfast and go to the park with my friends. We play till 2 o'clock or before 2 o'clock. We play football till 2 o'clock. Till, it means until 2 o'clock. And then I go home and have lunch with my family. After or before lunch, I play computer games or watch TV. It will be what? After lunch, I play computer games or watch TV, and the evenings. The evenings. In the evenings, my friends and I go to a fast restaurant. At or on Sundays. At or on Sundays. On Sundays, I get up 10. 10. I get up at 10. And in or on midday. In or at midday. In or at midday. It will be what? At midday, I have lunch with my best friend. In the evening or on the evening? The word the evening. In the evening, I go to the cinema or watch a DVD. Then it's back to school. Then it's back to school till or on Monday. Then it's back to school on Monday. And now, my students, let's move to exercise F down. Complete with the sentences from A to F. You are going to choose from the sentences in the purple box and write their letters in the spaces. I will start reading the sentences first. A. How many students are there? B. What's the name of your school? C. What time do classes start? D. What are your favorite subjects? E. They're great fun. F. How many teachers work at your school? I will read now the dialogue between the interviewer and Jennifer. Hello, I'm from Teen Life magazine. Can I ask you some questions about your school? Sure. Thank you. About 15, I think. I don't know. There are 30 in my class. Okay, and? At 8:30 and they finish at 4 p.m. That's 7.5 hours. Summerlet. Okay. I like art and music. Now let's answer together. Hello, I'm from Teen Life magazine. Can I ask you some questions about your school? Sure. Thank you. About 15, I think. So I will choose which letter? Very good, F. Thank you. How many teachers work at your school? About 15, I think. I don't know. There are 30 in my class. So the question will be, how many students are there? Yes. How many students are there? And then, okay, and at 8:30 and they finish at 4 p.m. So the question will be, what time do classes start? What time do classes start? That's 7.5 hours, Summerled. So, what's the name of your school? B. Very good. Ah, okay. I like art and music. So, it will be D. What are your favorite subjects? I like art and music. They're great fun. And now, my students, please, let's move to the booklet page 5. Let's move to the booklet page 5. Complete using at or in or on till before. Number 1. The office is closed the weekend. The office is closed at the weekend, because I told you before, the word weekend you have to put at. Number 2. Children would sleep noon. Children would sleep noon. Children would sleep till noon, until noon. Number 3. Flowers grow spring. Spring is a season. Before seasons you have to put in. Flowers grow in spring. Number 4. Bill visited his parents weekdays. Bill visited his parents weekdays. Before the word weekdays, you have to put what? On. Bill visited his parents on weekdays. Number 5. Go wash your hands lunch. Go wash your hands before lunch. And now, my students, I'm going to give you a small revision about module 1A. Complete using the words geography, PE, math, art, and chemistry. I'm going to read for you the sentences, then I'm going to check the answers with you. Number 1. I enjoy lessons because I like drawing and coloring. Number 2. We usually have in the playground. Number 3. We have what in the science lab. Number 4. During our lessons, we learn how to add and subtract. Number 5. Makes us know about lakes, places all over the world. Okay, now let me check the answers with you. Number 1. I enjoy art lessons because I like drawing and coloring. Number 2. We usually have PE in the playground. Number 3. We have chemistry in the science lab. Number 4. During our math lessons, we learn how to add and subtract. Number 5. Geography makes us know about the lakes and places all over the world. Let's move to the last exercise, rewrite. In the rewrite exercise, you are going to have sentences. Beside each sentences, I will ask you to do something. Like in number 1, it often, between brackets, rain in winter. Correct. So I'm asking you in the first sentence to correct the verb between brackets. Okay. Can you see the word often? Often it is what? Present simple. So it will be what? It often rains in winter. It often rains in winter. Number 2, Jenny studies English every day. Negative. Jenny studies English every day. It will be what? Jenny doesn't study English every day. Number 3, does she like or likes or liked eating sweets? Huh. If you find does, you will put what? The verb as it is. So, does she like? Number 4, I go to the club Saturday. Huh. Before the days of the week, I will put what? On. So, I go to the club on Saturday. Number 5, she walks to school every day. Negative. She doesn't walk to school every day. Number 6, she studies English every day. Question. I underlined for you every day. It's a time. So it will be, when does she study English?